Okay, we're done with Nasdaq. For a bit, I would add back GU because I'm going to be deleting GU for my peers. Um, no, this is for compare. We can minimize this, put up, and then we can add the add it for a minute. We can move it up. 1 hour, we change the indicator. Um, we can remove all this. Yes, not a problem. Maybe not. Maybe not. Um, we are going to select this. And yeah, I changed it. There's a lot of line. I changed this to the lines. Maybe I will remove it again because it's confusing me seeing lots of lines and I don't like it. But also it's like this is my, let's see how it goes. So let me test it here. Mm, mm. So this is for the OB. We started or just one. So let's go quickly. H1. This is week 28. It's crazy how the week is coming, the year is coming to an end. So this is Monday. There should be 7 of 7 of 7 25. And okay, so let's look at last week. We had on Wednesday, we had this loss, this trade loss. So it's just that's part of the reasons why I'm moving. Okay, I went too far. So this is 7th. So we'll just go there and put it there and then come back to Wednesday. So this is Wednesday straight. Um, second, and then 2nd of July. This CSD this long. We bought this. Target is there. Stop should be actually do not close below this, but this is the reason why you don't do that. And worst case here, but we put it here because why not? Why did this trade lose? Because this because it's two stuff and we didn't get one, so you didn't get to. If this had gotten to 1 to 1, then we can hold it. So we closed half here. So this is one position. All right. I was going to close. So first day, second day, third day, if it hits this, we'll close it because we are going high. But thinking about it, this is, I'm allowed to close it here. I realize because we are chasing, this, once it gets back here, because it's the low, we are chasing M minus. So on this day like this, if we are above this at this time, do I still have, we don't know. I don't think I really need a reversal. But we'll see. I think I will remove this and I would prefer this, this watermark is better. And instead of that, we will just use, what's it called again? The symbol. So it's going to be on top. And it's going to be, so it says GBB. And we're going to make it huge. Is that this? Huge and it large. Let's see, huge. So of course that is not correct because this is there, but mm, I don't know. I don't know yet if, but let's close it for now. So this, but now that I'm seeing it again, everything should go here. At least this first entry should be here. Eating this is the next best thing, but this is the low, so it's supposed to be minus M. So actually it's this. If we opened below this, then we should have waited to close it. So, but it doesn't matter. I was waiting for this price reversed back. And let's say you hold it first day, second day, third day. On this day, I really wanted us to, it missed this here, but I wanted it to eat. So, um, I think that's interesting. Oh yes, this was because I was like, it was here. Actually, it was here to eat here, and it only have gotten out on the fourth day there, which is not true actually because now that I see it should have been here, but we will. Let me show what I mean. So we're looking for DD levels on the day, the ones that one. This looks like something that won on the same day. Um, this trying to find. Bam, you see, bam. We're targeting these highs. On the first day, we closed it here. It went there, but I'm trying to find an example so you see that I'm not, because I know I do that. So on this one, this is the first time. One when I wake up the next day, we are below here. So you see, we close. So one, but oh, it eats, it. So um, even maybe in the loss. Okay, now. See there. So you buy this, yeah, this is it, CST, yeah, bam, and it. So the best example, let's see. Well, now we know that for this, if it's previous day, only we enter and close here. Oh. But I've learned my lesson. Wake up, yeah, this. And again on a different feed it, so loss. Because I was waiting for the highest to hit. Mm, the two. We have, and then GU again for the third. Oh yes, I know this. So this, because this eats it, not the best, and this was going to be it. So first entry would be yeah. Second and first entry should eat this. I mean, that's also under biases. Okay, first entry should be exiting here, and this one was different because it was here, so it lost here. That was -2, and that is 74. That is that. And then GU type 1. This one was interesting. So that was on when? I believe the same day. That was on the second. So wait a minute. On the third. Wednesday the third. Oh, okay. So in this instance, I was waiting for, because this guy also was an OB. CST of it was here at 50 point, 50%. And we had a long up, which was towards, yeah. Oh, I think that doesn't matter. and it was so close and lost. So that part of the reasons why we are moving G. Like I said, it was not the highest quality, but it was a valid trade. 52. I remember it's on my feed, it was 52. So GU lost all its trade. It was bad. And then AU for the third. So I think AU won. Looks like a trade that won. So the third, no, AU lost. AU lost was even the first one to lose. This we closed above this OB. We came back into it, so all this will have happened while I was so I'll leave my limit. I will not be able to see it peaked. I think stop was somewhere here because I think I maybe there, which for me is just insane. FEG, but yeah, and it lost overnight. So, 36. And this didn't happen. Just the type 2. Oh, wait a minute. Am I? Yeah, because it's a type 2. Oh, not this guy. So this type 2 actually. So type 1, type 2. But this stop was there. Yes. Because of the Gandalf. So it's okay. Like this could happen. So because it went tapped into the that's why. So it's still 40. And it no longer changed from here. So it didn't go from a change now. So this is a loss. And this is minus one. And that is minus 40, I believe. Is it 42? Um, and we have EJ. I think EJ won, if I'm not wrong. Friday, if it was a long, then it definitely won. Because EJ has just been pumping, bam, bam. Yeah, and this reminded me of the reasons, why we have, I think this was more than enough. Because this was a type 2, then you change it here, and then I woke up and I was, pulled it down because it's just the truth. Because if I had not and I'd missed it, and maybe I woke up and I came here and I was like, oh yeah, so if I was in yada yada yada. So rules are rules. It saves you some. And of course, if I couldn't put it on a video because I think on my feed this even went down, if I'm not wrong. But that should be the best. 1.12. Gold loss. So we sell. This is Friday. So it was no, it won. This was a trade. Bam, bam. It peaked overnight, yeah. And I believe it was there. It's a type 1. So technically should be there. I know I closed it earlier, but it should be there. And that is 2.5. 2.5, and that is 143.30. Okay. So on Monday, we start, this. We start from here. You can that. So This is Monday. Put this here. On Monday, this run down, down, OB. So for GJ, this is the OB now, type 2, confirms it, goes into this guy. I think I will have entered higher, but let's say for the sake of whatever, stop here. A part of me would be stressing, like to put it down here because of that, but that's it, that's the stop. It's a type 2, so if since it's not going to win this day, that should be where it should be. Um, it doesn't get there and it loses. So, like I said, GG has not been that's why I'm just removing it. Also, because of the what's it called? Correlation with pair. I cannot be trading GU, AU, and EU because they are all correlated. So it means that most times, at least minimum, most times I'm having the same setup on two pairs. And so if it loses, I'm losing on two pairs. So we had on Monday, so we have this OB, do nothing. There's just nothing to do on Monday on EU. On AU, we have bam, bam, bam. So we have, and this is what I mean by the correlation with pairs. Of course, it won with AU. I couldn't buy this. I couldn't trade this because this didn't close above. So it was really painful because it could have been, oh, I was shitting hour because I was like, all right, give me this. So it could have closed above. I watched this. I wanted to buy. Closed above, and then I was happy I didn't buy because this happened. But then I had a position here already. So I was like, close above this, confirm this, I'll buy this. So to be DPD. So this was only the trade that we got in. Mm, I don't remember buying it this high. Oh, I bought this. I just know I didn't buy it high. And of course, in this instance, it was another one whereby you can put yourself at the low. And remember, going to the website and I said, okay, this is like the last FEG there. There is this, that one. I know that I selected like 30 with this one. And this would not have opened. And maybe I think this last support that was there. And I didn't use this because that will have come close. Or maybe I did. I used this, the middle one, because I remember that my stop was 20 points. And the target was this in this instance. But now I'm wondering because oh yes, sorry, this is a deep PDA. So excuse me. And automatically we have to draw this out so you know that but this didn't get here. I think they did maybe later. No, he did not because he was the one that was bullish of all of them. So this one, and that was a 2.7, and that was actually the trade that saved me. So type 1, actually that's a CSD, and then this is and then that's a long, that's 2.7. I know the stop was 20, and that should be, let's just say 50. And that's all. It was a lovely trade, and all these are T. Let's just add them because I missed one or two that I didn't take because whatever they were. So yeah. And then EJ, just to move it faster. This was Thursday, so let's remove this. This was Monday. We went up, closed above. We didn't do above this. I think there was a continuation, if I'm not wrong. Oh yeah, I almost cried on this trade because I was so tempted to. I saw this live and I was thinking, to, I think this should be exactly maybe 1 hour, or it was just less, or maybe it was 1 hour if I, so this is B's card. And I was like, so I'm saying, I just 1 hour, yeah, if you put that, and I was like, yeah, also I was thinking this is going to happen because already, this already happened. Um, and I was like, yeah, but, and I was like, I'll even buy it lower, like somewhere here, and so that I was trying to find an entry where I was like, okay, I'll accept any entry so that this is just 1 to 1. And, but who's at least at this stage, if it had been, I was waiting for this. I was like, yeah, and then this happens, no FEG, and then the next candle goes to create an FEG. So it is what it is. And there was no trade. So your card was a little bit tricky for me. Still doing the same thing with missing the levels, but it is what it is. And so we have this on Sunday. Did we have anything on the previous day? Yes, this, but we didn't say CST. This. And I also want to stop this, but these are not nothing more, nothing special. And so, and the, oh, okay, this touched this the previous day because I know that. Oh, I remember, thankfully, because this lost eventually. And I put the stop. Yeah, but then I changed it because I looked back and I saw that, okay, this is the last. I cannot, if I put it here, I'm still just above this, and I changed it to this because this is kind of, and I was able to, because of it, I was able to close one entry. So, bam, lost like this. I was able to close for 1 hour. And then the other day, even though it lost eventually, funny enough, it didn't touch its own. And I think it touched the next day too. I think it touched this, but I don't know why. Oh, I know why, because this trade was hedged. So we didn't take it because we were like, doesn't make sense. And this is another one. So this is first day, second day, third day. So no, actually, this is a trade. This is the first day we are taking it. So 1 hour already, second day. So first day, second day, and this was the day. And like I said, I think I closed this once this confirmed. I think it confirmed here because this was the, and I closed this here. So this was not a loss actually, but I closed it here because now we've confirmed to go and the person didn't take stuff. So, and it will have lost us eventually if it didn't. So we closed this. So this will be B trade. Um, not closed there. So if we have a long entry is there, TP is here, and SR is here, so we closed it for a 0.27 loss. So yes, this was a T30 trade, and this, so we already know that we are coming. Also, I didn't like this, that this was there, but I didn't, this is another thing that I didn't see. So on this day, even though we closed this, I was like, okay, get here, confirm this 2 bar, but don't touch this. Don't touch this because it's previous day. But I had forgotten to draw this out in time because I was like, if it touches this, if it's coming to pick my entry, unless it's just a week and then it goes up. Because yeah, once this happens, yeah, or maybe there, a short is confirmed. And I didn't want to sell and also buy it because I could sell and price is going, and I didn't want to hedge myself. So I'd have to put a sell and a buy, and I didn't want that. So, and I didn't know I could also sell and it's just going down. So I didn't know what to trust and I didn't feel. But let's see when we are doing for Tuesday what the price will be. That's on Monday. This is Monday's price for gold. Bam, 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 bam. Nothing special. Sorry, this is Monday. Bam. This is a trade. This is a type 2. We came back for it. Why didn't I don't think I deleted this entry. I didn't delete this entry, and that was an error on my part. And the reason why was because I was telling myself like this is below, like for this to happen, this will happen. I'm thinking about it now. This should have been deleted for gold. This shouldn't be there. This shouldn't exist because we are far. This is happening below this. It's happening below, like the entries. Or maybe I didn't take this. I'll be disappointed in myself if I took this because this is below. If it's below this, if the previous day is below all this, then because this could have formed there and this could have gone up. So buying this for that is just wrong. So on Tuesday, on Tuesday we had this. This was painful. So this happened, and I was like, yes, come back, give us entry. He just died, no entry. No entry. So and that's another error on my part, you know. Oh, this already lost. This already lost here. Because if not, they should just close everything if all these trades are still running. Oh, are they? Yeah, this type 2. Yeah, there should still be a trade running on Monday. So this should not be a loss. It should be a break even. Once, okay, this should not be a loss. This should not be a full loss. So that should never be a full loss. If that was a full loss, that was stupid on my part. I'm just checking my so this is a buy that would have happened on bam bam. This should have been on Monday, the 7th. Oh my word, oh my word. I took a full loss there. Oh, that was stupid. Oh my God, that was stupid, stupid, stupid. Oh my God, I wasn't doing well. I took a full loss. I just saw it or not. I said it's all the loss would have happened. I should have closed. So yeah. And on the 8th, I should have closed around 4 a.m. Sorry, guys. So level up being picked on this big candle. Oh, used to bid. Sorry. I'm on my broker. It's on 4 hour on my broker, and I was like, yeah, I saw the error. Okay, so, okay, I closed it. I closed it. All right, good boy. Good man, good man, good man. I was tracking. I was in this. I entered. The only problem was I entered early. So this was at, let's just say 0.2. Okay. Mhm. Okay, so what then do we have? This is Tuesday. Let's just put it there. confirmed this trade didn't come. It was so painful, and I missed go EU on this day too. It was just pain, pure pain. Because this went and just died. Also, this was it. I think I bought this. And this is the one you can leave. Why? This here, Tuba didn't confirm. It was also like confirmed there. This is a limit there. This there. FG. All right. This is there. And then I started adding. That was sort of going for this. I started giving more. And that's the trade. And I believed, yes, that loss. Because even though it was like this didn't confirm. You see me? This took a while. This trade didn't come because I was like, okay, CS did this and take me out of my misery. And no, it did not. It just went on. And this didn't confirm the sell and it just died. It just dropped news. That was Trump news. And there was nothing. This is no longer value because it's a previous day. So am I going to sell this? And there's no profit. There was nothing. It was just so painful. And so that lost. They didn't even lose that day. It lost. Like, yeah, there. So it took 4 days to lose. Like it was just sad. Took 4 days to lose. 4 days. And that was part of the things I was just like, that's my final trade on. That's my final trade here. And I'm no longer, it's like, I'm done. I'm done with uh 52. I'm done with Geo. I have problem with lose loss. So that is that. Now we can replay and come back. And then EU, beautiful. What a just pain. I was looking at it and then I stood up and I walked away. I was so mad at myself. This should be here. I'm not putting it there. This is where I wanted to put it. Gandalf. This is it. Putting it here, I'm also in an FEG. So this this doesn't change anything. All right, so it was there. Oh, just pain, pure pain because I know it was 1.8 for this, but that was just why. And then I saw that one, and for some reason I couldn't think of just getting at $1 profit for my deal stop. Who cares? And then it came back here, which was around the $1 and just died and just painful because I really needed this to offset the loss of. That's what I mean. It's like on GU, this didn't show. It showed, but it didn't give an entry. I was speaking to my friend and I missed it. I was looking at it. I was 7 minutes to go and I was like, wait, let's just finish. I was so sure. And I deleted my alert because I didn't need it. And I went to do, I was cleaning the house. I forgot. And I just remembered. I was like, shit. I remember almost 60 minutes into the candle. 31.53. Like the best trade for the week. Not the second best trade because this was great. And it took news for this to win. I missed it. Was not part of it. And this didn't give a long. So that's also one reason why I'm keeping it is that the it's acting well and this just one straight. So this also had not confirmed. So AU, but I kept thinking this is possible. We could drop down into it. So deleted this, and I had an alert here like this, but give me something to sell. CST of this, but we didn't too bad it, so it was really annoying. But I think it even went up, it didn't come down. EJ, EJ was as bullish, so this was Monday. This was Tuesday. We had this, and I was like, okay, close below this, not OB, come below it so we can go up. I'm not surprised if I revise some of these rules, especially with the quants new video that might come out. And also this that already hit overnight. So I was like, okay, like I know, okay, we know that price might go up. Of course, we've seen it reverse, but I think I might have to revise the continuation, but we'll see. Because if this, or I might have to add if we are closing above, because I'm seeing something here, like if we are closing above the expansion that got here with an FEG, you can trust it to go. But this will have been here and will have exited here too. But I'll just write that way down. Consider. I think that's even the original. So if you are closing the failure expansion with an FEG expansion that contains the OB, then no extra structure needed. Seek continuation. So T2 or B's card entry model. So we'll see. This is T1, T2 failed entry. Just write it down there. So there was no trade there. U card. U card was silly. It really broke my heart. But this was Tuesday. So we had this. I was like, okay, so we have U card. So let's start. The first one. Bam, bam, bam. So this is possible. So if I had seen, like, what I'm trying to say is that all I was telling myself is that I should have trusted the long one. Why? We had tools for it. I believe so much in the DM. So one, DDM. So where was the this? So this is the OB. So that was that. I'll put it there because of this guy there. Target there. DDM. That is it. So there's DDM, and then there is this based on this structure of M. And then this happened for this. That should be where, because it will be there. And I was thinking this is where I want to put my stop. I didn't see any structure that was so far away, and this would be the next one, maybe there. I was thinking I don't want to have that big stop. Really, I didn't, because I just felt like I did, and I believe it would have taken it out too. I didn't want to. I was like, I didn't want to have that big shocker because that is just born out of this is it. It's a DDM, and I didn't like that. So 1 hour is not even going to be. Of course, if I woke up and then I saw it here, I should close it because it's down, yes, there. I should close. But so I was like this, but this is valid for this. That should be true. Then this, so DDM, this, which are targeting, maybe somewhere there. So this is 2 hour, or let's say 3 hour, but I'm also going to sell, or I will choose not to sell. So, but again, I didn't like the fact that this refused to touch it. They missed this couple of times, so maybe I shouldn't have if it was a instruction on this day. So these two are valid, but this coming back down, I just felt like, you know what? Do not hedge it. So we'll put it there. Um, the DM. So DM, but we didn't take this, of course. One, DM, long. Mm, I- Then USD card. We have time one also. M level long. But it changes. Let's just put it there because I wasn't. At this point, I decided I was not seeking. I think it won. Yeah, I wasn't. So I started saying I would take it off. Yeah, I would have missed, so I'll have waited. Oh my God. So it will have won, yeah, after whatever number of days. So this one. So let's just, but not the best, and I'll show you why it's not the best because I will have closed it here. Because old trade, new trade. So you know what? No. I'll just put this here, clone this also, put this here for yeah. And then I'll have put this here for a cell to go there. So this should have been -2. We don't need this. We don't need it because I didn't take it and I'm not looking for perfection. I'm seeking the truth of what my stuff is etched. So refused to take the I didn't on so I wasn't interested in taking another trade until I said I told my friend, do not take any trade until this finished playing. And once it played out on this day, so because it also saved me from that trade. So I didn't take this trade because if I do it, I'll have to add this loss because this was valid, this entered here, I'll have put the stop also above here, and I'll have been three losses. So two trades here, three, of course it made it back 3R, but that means it's as good as I should not have traded and not lose mental capacity, mental whatever. So on this day, I was like, this is still here. Of course, it closed below it. So we had a proper trade here, but this was still here and we're arranging so close to us. Like, all right, I'm making an executive decision. We're in a long, we're in a short until we get out of this, do nothing. And that was good because this will have lost. But this was a problem. I also took a long in because after we did this, all right, done. We've done here. What then happened? But I'll show us on Wednesday. Gold. So gold Tuesday, bam, 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 do nothing. Just do nothing. So GU Wednesday. Um, Price was going up, nothing. Um, Wednesday, this on EU. I had a trade on EU. I really wanted this to be desperately so, and then I started adding this. So this is a trade. So it's like this is a normal trade. Normally, if I'm trading on the 1 minute, I would enter here and I would exit on top of this range. But the idea is this. So I started like sometimes price from here, price can get here and refuse. I was like, all right. So this was valid there. We weak this. I bought this straight away. This was below here. I think I was maybe a little too cautious. I think so. I didn't put it here. Maybe I put it there. Also, I think I put it there. Then I targeted this because I was like, it's more than enough. It's just about the trader there. But I need to stop. I need to just also this looks like of course, like a failed W. So this was a trade for EU, and I know that it went high up. And this was where I wanted to close. I was asking myself, but is it type 1? Type 1. If it had been a type 2, would have closed it here. Came back, saw this. I was like, I should have closed this trade. But rules are rules. And that was it. So this is what is happening. I'm taking in, so I didn't say a GU long, but I've taken a GU long the previous day. So I'm in a GU long, I'm in an EU long, And I mean, and I think AUD long too. So this is the ninth. So previous day, there was GU long. And today now there is EU long. Mhm. So it's like correlated pairs, you know. And on this day, also EU was gold, GU was looking to go down. So that was not clear about, which direction to go, but let's see. This lost 33. And then AU was AU a long. AU was a long, but AU was very bullish, but AU didn't give any trade. So this is Wednesday. AU only gave a shot. So AU lost. That's strange. Okay, you had lost previously. So when I saw, that's strange. At 8 o'clock. So AU confirmed I will have got into a long at 8 o'clock. And EU confirmed it's long also at 1 hour later. Mm, that's not wise. That was not wise. That was not wise. I think I mentioned that to my friend in the accountability group that I didn't like the fact that um that I was that I was going against myself. But what's this Wednesday? So this is Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday, the ninth. And for some reasons I do not see my AU shot in the group, like in my accountability group, but I have to find it. So Wednesday to see. Because for some reasons it sounds familiar. Yeah, on the ninth, I have it there. Or is it a Thursday trade? AU. Only have a Thursday trade. Right. That's strange. Oh, no, I know. So if anybody's watching this, you'll have seen my error. No, this trade was not valid. It didn't touch this. This OB didn't touch this, so no trade. Right. And then we have this EJ. I think EJ lost the trade. So this is Monday, Tuesday. We already had this done. Oh, this was painful. It only came back on, so this was Wednesday. Yes, this only came back on GJ. This just died. It was very painful. I can't lie. It just died. It didn't come back. Yeah. But on, if I show on JPY, yeah. Actually, this was the OB. Bam, came back into it here. Just actually maybe it did not because I think it did not. Because I remember that I realized that I looked at it wrongly. It didn't come back. Yeah. So this is it. This just came shy. So it did not. I remember now. Okay, so that was it. And then we kept going down, down, down. And we had this and this didn't come up. So UCAD, this was Wednesday. I think because of this guy already, okay, this already played out. So UCAD on Wednesday. Um, I didn't like this because this was there, but we had not touched this, so I didn't play anything. I was like, this will have lost. So this would have lost, so you have to account for it. So it's like Wednesday, this got here, this will have lost, and I was like, I understand a bit. So we are not hard in this because this was still playing on until this happened. don't do anything. And once it's played out, what did I do? Okay, I was not like there's a long. This is the long. So this is the OB. Are you kidding me? Holy desperately. This is the OB. I'm seeing the L. OB. We went below it. We closed above it. Yes, there is no FEG here. And I said this was an FEG, but it's not. Holy cow. Of course. Now with the new that I'm considering, this would have been so we expanded this tree here with an FEG. Now look for a continuation setup. We've came back down. We're going back up, no FEG. I feel bad. I didn't execute the rule perfectly here. I did not. I did not. This is the OP. Yes, it's an FEG and I know what I did, but once we closed above this, we had an FEG. The next thing is we have to do this again, close below it, and expand. This is the close below. This here is just weaken it. It didn't do anything. Feel pain. This is avoidable loss. This is avoidable loss. Because I played this and I think it lost properly again. Before it won, this is avoidable loss. 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 I had it because I know I was so confident in it. This is a type 2. It was a type 2. That was my confidence. I was like, it's a type 2, it's a beast card. I was very certain of it, but now it's a continuation. Let's see. Minus. Oh, we had EU apart from this, missed this. So it's avoidable. We should have closed here, but these are the things I have to remind myself about. And this is UCAR and gold. Oh, this was a painful. It just ran, didn't give an entry again. So this was it. Bam. I was like, should I buy these types? I was like, no, follow the rules. But so let's see. Just felt like gold had been dumping. We just time for it, but I could have been wrong too because I could have set it and this would have almost taken me out. So it just ran, didn't come, didn't give an entry, and that was it. Even I think we had a loss, so it just left. And then, so this is Thursday now. And on Thursday, all this trade lost. This also ran. I was just pissed off with EEG. I was just like, no more again. And EU, all the trades just died and there was no entry. And only this guy had an entry. So I was like, okay, GU, EU are weak, but AUD was very strong. And so even though we had this expansion through its price, I mean, was it Trump? No, Trump was on Tuesday. This happened. Then I sold this. So this is the OB. I was like, and I looked to the left. I was like, okay, we're inside this big guy. And then I put my stop there. I think just above that. So close. It didn't even give a continuation. Just kept going. Okay, this was the end of the day. So that was a massive loss. So it was just painful. So I remember laughing at to my friend, like I was selling the most bullish of the three. But And he also was telling me about the fact that he didn't like the fact that they were all out of sync. So just that kind of week. He could have stopped trading on Monday and that would have been the end. Monday, it will have been up by 2 hours and everything else was done. And missing this, even even contributed so far again to it, but it is what it is. We are working on execution. So the goal is to take everything. Um, that's yes. So that's also the reason why I'm removing like correlation, correlated pair, like to reduce it. So this was Thursday. We had this, yeah, because this was the one that I believe it helped me. OB CSD cell. Almost lost, was very close. I put it here because I was like, this was a type 2. I didn't want to extend it too much. I didn't want to do this. I was like, this was a type 2 that was invalid, that I needed to be valid. If price comes above this, then it came very close. And I think I closed it on this guy. Why? Because like I said, we're giving it to the trading gods. Actually, I should have been here. I think I closed somewhere there. So that was what helped. It's really helped the account. But missing this was not helpful. But like I said, I like EJ. That's strange that that's the first trade this week since last week's trade. Bam, 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 no trade. Yeah, this is what I'm saying. I think I might implement this. I just hope I remember if an expansion is going through this, if the OB is part of an expansion with an FEG, that is this, then that's a continuation. So this in this instance, you would buy this stop below here. So in this instance, on Monday would be something, I don't know. I would implement it slowly. Stop should be below face, but for the sake of sanity, because if you close above below face, once you close above below this, you are bearish again. Closing above this, maybe all of a sudden, maybe yeah, again, this is where you buy because we've closed below face and we've closed above. But see what I'm saying? You see the error? This, I shouldn't trust this. Why? And that's what I did. On Monday, I didn't trust it because I felt like it didn't close. It was not part of it yet. I was trusting. I forgot about that again. It should have been like this and then again. So what from here will have been the trade. Why here? Because if this is closing down, this is the next point of failure. Actually, here target is there minimum. But that didn't happen because this. I'm trying to see that. Okay, not trade. Indeed, OB we didn't close below it to go up. So yeah, this didn't give an entry. Yes, this was the first trade on EJ and was a winner. Type 1, M level, sell. Oh, lovely. Hmm, I think I know that there was another trade that lost, but I'm just going through my just to see this. Yeah, there's another trade that lost. Yes, those are just the two trades. Simple. So just two trades this week. I have a July. Wait, I have a loss from the 8th. Huh, what did I do? Oh, yes, I just knew. Oh, yes, yes, yes. And it was two losses. Yes, yes, yes. Because I was like, that doesn't sound right. EJ was nasty a little bit, a little bit. Because I'd woken up to see this happen. And I was like, so let's say I'm here. It's like, okay, get back into. I was like, there. And that should have been the trade, the loss. Because once we close above this, trade is invalid until we close here. So, and this was, yeah. previous day. So this was it. All that done. But it did its job. Or not, because that will be two trades. So I was thankfully, because I was like, this more like it was heavy loss. I was beginning to see like it seems like I was profitable, but what did I do? 29, 18, 59. Okay. Of course it made up. Yeah. It is what it is. Let's just do this 56.25. I still don't know why I'm writing all of this because to be honest, I'm not a on this strategy, I'm not a pip. I'm not a pip trader. And actually I don't even care too much because I have very big stops, believe me. I'm more safe. UCAD. So on Thursday we had this guy, previous day didn't matter. This guy didn't matter. This guy didn't matter. And also land. This only happened the next day. I will not be awake, and this is even not touching this, so nothing. Gold coach just kept on. I think if anything, it even lost here because I didn't like this at all. Because I was like, this is not an expansion, but rules are rules. I didn't know like, this could have been a red on under. I'll not be surprised if I open up. But I think I compared it with this and my Forex pair had that. I don't think, you see, I saw that and I was like, okay, there's nothing I have to do. The guys I choose, and this was there. Was it there or was it here? Because not top week, and I was like, there, maybe something like this. And I was like, yeah. And I know it didn't lose. Yeah, it lost, yeah, because I know it didn't give me an opportunity to get out. And so that was it. Try to type two. And was one. And it was around $20. And I was just like, I'm going to just take it out. Like, and that was the end because I did take gold on the pop because of the size. And on Friday, so mhm. Now we had this. So on Friday, I was like, this had lost because we have to only close below this, either for this or either for this to be, and price just kept falling, and that was it. They didn't give anything. If you're using this, you have to come above. If you're using this expansion, come above. If you're using this old expansion, come above. So that was not it, and that was the end of GU. I was like, all right, done with GU. So removing it. And I have 5 pairs and I'm still thinking of removing it, so that is just four. I might even be 30 because gold has been iffy, kind of. So EU lost, also same thing, no trade, no nothing. We just ranged. AU lost, didn't give an entry to continue up. This, I was never going to buy this because I was like, this is this. I wasn't awake, but let's say I was awake, this would be the target. Let's say that's the best place. It's going to be below there. There's an FUG here. I'll be concerned about that. That's why I put it here. This is already less than 1 hour. Even at here, it's less than. So we don't do this. And it just ranged for 18 hours. Or how many hours? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. 20 hours after this Trump. shenanigans. So because my friend bought into this and got here and price was range and he exited maybe a year and price was did this and it was just like and EJ just ran and made me lose it. I was silly. If this is a trade that was avoidable. I looked at this, I was like, this expansion started from below here, bam, 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 and stopped here. I was like, I didn't want to use previous day expansion. This is not because this is all become below it, and I was like, bam, bam, let's sell this. So this week I took two trades that were valid but were avoidable. I understand taking this. This is rules based, but like I said, and this is what I'm part of the things I'm trying to say also, and I think I would do it. If the expansion, if the OB is part of an expansion, buy this. I think I'm going to implement it now. And I'm going to add this. Yeah. So that's a new, we have to observe it with less risk. Let's save this. Okay. In this place, this will have been a CST buy, but I saw this and I sold this. I understand why it's not like it's against the whole. I didn't. It's not perfect, but and I was just like this. Half of it was from before. This is like I didn't want to. I also want to stop consuming stuff that are on the borderline like this because it's a new day and just take this. So this is a nice setup, but it failed and that is just what it is. And so we only have EJ type one. I could have, if I walked away from it, it wouldn't have mattered too. But it was a valid trade. Oh, I'm telling myself because it lost. But if it had won, I would have also felt like I should have been in it. So, yeah, I think UCAD didn't give anything of note. It just because it was Trump news. And it was very interesting that price came back here. It would have been a buy if this was, somewhere there, but it wasn't. And this just continued above. We didn't do this, and that was all. It also closed below this. So I was like weak below it, and then but then also there was no continuation setup. So it was a very not so much trade this week, but you know, it was there were more losses. I believe it was a losing week. It should have been -2. But that makes sense because I started this week, yes. With yes, that makes sense. I'm on track. So and that was because I'm on track because of all these trades that carried over into the new week. Yeah. So from last week to this week was down. You're down by the week. You should be down by, and that makes sense. And that's even without having this. So if I remove this, I should be down by -239. And I should remove, wait a minute. I can have that. I cannot add this. I cannot add this. That's strange. I didn't add this. Let's see. So I took this. So I should have down by -4 or 43. Yes, yes, yes. That's strange. Up. Hmm. Hmm. Oh, yes. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I'm at performance. Excuse me, I had to eat. I'm at performing my, and I know why. I know why. I know why. There was a trade that I mistakenly sold this one here. Mm, I just need to write that number down. I should be down by 4.31, but I'm not. Charlie Hop. But the reason is because there was this GU, the type 1, this trade, yeah, that won for 1 hour. So this is 1 hour, but this is a loss. But on my feed, I put it just below and it because I couldn't measure this, or I used 1.368 or 1 or whatever, or maybe it was just less and it eat on my feed. But it was not because of any, it just it because the values were changing. I didn't set it higher and it barely hit and then died. But so even though it's lost officially, it didn't. So that is -2. So this should have been 2. And if this is 2, that means even though it is -4, then it becomes -2, which is still strange that I should be up considering I should be. That's strange. Hmm. Oh, oh, now I know why. I know why. Because, well, that's so strange. Because I was looking at my personal account, and my personal account, I don't trade gold. Okay, okay. If I don't trade gold, I wouldn't have this. And also this one will be on top of -1 to be, so -1 will not be there. Ah, let me show you what I mean. So remove gold, remove this. I will not also have it. I will not also have this EU. I do not have this, and though it is valid, but I didn't take it that time. I didn't have this, but I know I had to trade, so I'm surprised. Or maybe the GU. No entry at the GU one, but I didn't add it because I got into it, but it doesn't matter. I think it was 1.2. Okay, I would consider it. So that would be this. I should be down by that. Hmm, That's strange. Okay, I will not have this too. Because I do not trade gold. I would not have this. Hmm. I'm surprised. I'm outperforming. I instructed you. Since I should be down, but I'm up. And this is not nice. The fact that I should be down after 2 weeks of trading. That's madness. Why didn't I have this again? I'm sure there's a reason. Oh, I said like it will have come up. Yeah, this is not the trade to add. But either way, trade. For some reasons I'm outperforming. And this should be 20 something now. 24. Yeah. Because I should be on my trade two. Yes, that should be 24 trades. So I'm 6 trades away from finishing this challenge, and that is crazy that in over 6 trades, I might not be up like in profit. Mm, and let's just do a filter. Actually, I don't need to do this. I can stop this now. And